Hey, and welcome back to Brad Tragic once again. Oh boy, first off, I want to say that I was fine at work last night. On the way home from work, my chest got really congested, so if I cough and hack during the video, don't think anything. So this is kind of a weird video. I'm in the middle of 14 bands. I'll probably record one probably tomorrow, possibly. Um, Maybe here in a little bit, I don't know. This is basically a video about my top bands, the bands I listen to, the bands I listen to on a daily basis. There's bands I really like, but then there's bands who I like constantly follow, and I have mentioned them as I added them to my 14 bands. So just because they're not on my 14 bands, that's why I'm making a separate video. Some of these bands may not be on my 14 bands yet. I have not talked about them. But this is basically bands that, you know, I really, really enjoy a lot. And I may not listen to them constantly, but these are bands that, I always go back to every once in a while and listen to. First and foremost, the guy that I always follow is, without a doubt, Black Label Society, Zach Wild. He's the guy that I always stay up on. I usually check up on him every once in a while. Um, Sometimes it takes a while to get him to CD out, but I actually forgot about him for a while, and I was listening to like I got more Cottonmouth Kings, and I was like kind of keeping up on them, and actually got caught up in some new a guy named Boondocks with Psychopathic Record, however you say it, ICP's label, and I kind of got caught up in it, and so I kind of forgot, I think, about to look for Black Label Society, and he actually had a new CD come out with them, Order of the Black, and that's been out for a while. I never really sat down and listened to it, and then they were talking about him on this metal show, and it made me actually go back and listen to the album, like really, really, in depthly. Um, that album, and it's actually really, really good. And I never really listened to it like full on, and that's surprising for me being a huge Zach Wild fan. So, yeah, pretty good. I like Zach Wild. Um, Another band, Hank Three. I am utmost. Hank Three is right up there. If you've never heard of Hank Three, definitely go check him out. Not just for country guys, not just for metal guys. This guy can do it all. He could do. He's actually got like kind of a doom sludge kind of album out now. Hank Three's Attention Deficit Disorder, I think something like that. It's pretty good. It's really, really good. I like it. It's kind of like a doom metal kind of sound, or doom rock, I guess you'd call it. Really, really good. I like Hank Three. I'll always follow Hank Three, whatever he does. So just interested to see where he's going to take his career next. Um, Pantera definitely. I love Pantera to death. And I'm being sporadic on this, so I apologize. Uh, so another band for me would be Pantera. And anything Phil Anselmo does, I've always followed. Down, Superjoint Ritual, the main bands. And I followed some of the other bands too. Arson Anthem is one of the newer bands that he's in. I can't remember. I forget what he does in the band, but I know he's in the band. He doesn't sing. But yeah, I do follow everything Phil Anselmo does, and the other members of Pantera as well, which they don't really do much anymore. We're doing Rebel Meets Rebel with David Allan but I believe Dimebag was involved with that. So I don't know what's going to go on. Probably it's not even probably going to go on anymore unless Zach gets with them or somebody really good like that. Um, yeah. Uh, so yeah. Other than that, let me see what else is on here. I'm looking on my Spotify list. If you guys haven't heard of Spotify, oh my God, it's amazing. Um, uh, they're not really a top band. Yeah, Chevelle. I love Chevelle to death. Um, Chevelle's probably one of my top bands that I listen to. Uh, really awesome. Um, but to be honest, my top five bands or top five bands slash artists that I ever listened to, number one, Hank Three. Uh, number two, Zach Wild probably. Uh, Number three, probably anything Phil does. I'll down or like that. Like I honestly, this is what happened. As soon as I heard that Down had a new album out, next paycheck, I bought the album. That's how big I am a huge Phil fan. So anything that Phil comes out with, I will buy the album because that's the way I am. I've always done that. Um, is what anything Down or Pantera. I always want to go out and get try and get the most current album. I know I didn't get Pantera because I wasn't full on in the Pantera during the Pantera era. But I did get to see him perform live before Dimebag left us. So I was very fortunate to be able to see Pantera live in concert. I actually got to see him twice, so it's pretty cool that I could say that. So Pantera probably number three, and I know people were like, "What? They're not number one." But I mean, I'm kind of lumping everything in with Phil Anselmo in there too. But currently, those are the bands I still listen to and I still love to this day. Because Down's still making albums. I'm sure they'll continue to make albums. Um, Another one probably Marilyn Manson, and that's kind of a weird one because sometimes he takes a lot of time off. Uh, but I always follow him, whatever he does. I'm always checking up on him every once in a while, definitely, because he's a crazy guy and you never know what he's going to be doing. Um, and then I always seem to find my way back to listening to Chevelle, but I just thought of the other band, and that is Seether. Seether is really really good. I'll always go back and listen to Seether. Seether is amazing, um, and and there's some other bands I love to death. These are the main bands right now that I'm really into. So it'll be Hank Three, Black Label Society, um, uh, Phil Anselmo and its projects. Um, Four would be Marilyn Manson, and then five would be Seether. Would be my top bands right now. So that's basically what with other bands. Like I said, I listen to tons of music. Um, if you want to really follow what I listen to all the time, definitely hit up uh, you can hit up a Twitter, um, Brad Tragic account, and definitely check me out what I listen to. Sometimes I post random videos, things I'm checking out for 14 bands, things like that. Uh, but yeah, I definitely check that out, and those are my top bands. I don't know what else to say. And just since this is a music thing, at the end here I'll throw out, I did do a new video for, well, I guess sort of a video. It's for Brad Tragic, and I have a new logo made. Brad Tragic in a cool font, and it's at 2012 at the top. Cool kind of design I came up with on the computer in the background. And it's ESD is a new song. Eat Shit Die. Damn it! I should have just made you go listen to the damn song. Anyway, it's kind of rappy. I don't know. Check it out. See what you think. It was just uploaded very recently, so if you go to my channel, and I believe I put it in the music. So I separate everything on my channel, so just so everybody knows, if you go there, you can check out everything on the channel, and you don't have to sift through it all. So you can go there, go to the 14 bands. It should be in order, but I don't know how YouTube does that, if I have to put them in order or what. I have no idea. But there you go. Definitely go back and look at all the 14 bands, look at all the Music Madnesses I did. I think I put it in other videos. I put some of the other stuff. Oh no. So yeah, this has been Brad Chuddick. This has been my top bands. Thank you.